But apparently I was on that part. Depending on stuff will be stuff. Either way, it may be, depending, I'm not even sure if this is actually the halfway point. Because of, it may not be, but it might be close to it. So yeah, either way. Oh, we had this one already once, I think. Also, the hell does it keep on happening there where I'm just... It's just pretty much terrible in here for whatever reason that if one itches oneself, something just falls off or whatever. And I'm not even sure what it is or if it actually is something. Either way, also with stuff over in here, that counts as two things. Also, is it because of the middle section over there? I see that. Also, in terms of stuff, I may need to do another something with the node grab. So... in actuality, that one thing where I said about the stage file, also in terms of things, there are actually 3 things in here for me to go through. All of them are harder than what's been set to. They will be potentially saying the animations went a little bit too soon. The blood should have happened here. That pretty much happened on time though. So I'm very much not sure in terms of if that one is actually a glitch or it has been just positioned incorrectly. I'm not sure. Also in terms of stuff the usual. Barely. As there has been a barely, but pretty much because of stuff. But there's a barely in here because gee. Also stuff has been in here. Also, because of that, it would be a one-time. So what has been in here? Also, potentially there may be stuff going on over in here. Also, it's what? Versus or featuring self? Is that there? I'm not sure if it's going to be a long wait over in here, but it will be a thing nonetheless. So there's, or if it's in overall background for something. Otherwise, I hope it's detached. Should we keep on having stuff in here and place the stuff fuck please? Guys, I said something about stuff and I also said something about BPMs and I said something about easiest difficulty. Why is it hyper immediately? Where is normal? Yeah, fuck off with all this bullshit. It's only because there has been a speed up somewhere and because of that bullshit stuff has been pushed elsewhere. Seriously, this is the reason why I need pretty much to hijack MM so that if it so pretty much to have it send a certain something, because it's pretty much It's not supposed to be he. I should be passing through the actual highest BPM, which would be, in this case, be 148. And that should pretty much fix M speed. Because, yeah, it's not really 296 at the highest point. That's only for somewhere. And can you guys fucking stop it with this bullshit? Also, a whole lot of stuff in here. Jeez, what the fuck? It's all the letters. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, fuck off, you retard. Seriously, I said something about your stuff being overall bullshit already. I think there was no singular version of this one that actually was doable. Never ever once. So pretty much whoever is the stepchild artist for all of this over in here. Guys, I said something. The easiest difficulties, maximum. I should be saying maximum difficulty is somewhere between 4 and 6. Pretty much have it more towards 4, because I would be guessing you can't do difficulties right, which SPS will be then saying it's if you say it's a 4. Nah, it's actually a 6, because whoever stepcharted this is a retard. I keep on being like this because I am dealing with bullshit like this, and then there's this, where might be pretty much only halfway through doable for me, even though it is a normal one, so still. Yeah, fuck off, I am blaming the majority of the scratches. Also already on that end is pretty much disconnecting over in here, because I would be guessing someone is going around the hallway within the apartment. I was going to say within the house. Nah, that would be on the right, which shouldn't be able on doing something. Nah, it's pretty much in front of stuff that whole way. Also, why do I have a double in here, which is pretty much almost on par with stuff? Are there differences in here or what? I'm not even sure on stuff. I will be doing both either way, so... Also, because of those stuff, I will be just erasing those symbols. Because YouTube. Okay, there's that one. also that Nyas are all for Chad. Because actually, no, wait a second. Would that also count? No, wait a second. Would that also count for Ren? Are both pretty much the same one? If that is the case, then maybe that's the reason why stuff has been here. Also, the hell is on both even? Normal 2. Seriously, why was the other one so hard and this one so easy? The hell? Seriously? This was fucking awful. One is actually a 6, one is actually a... even there I'm not even sure if that could be counted as a 7. Because more bullshit has been here. I would be potentially saying because of all the jumps. Not even checking if there's anything else downstairs, so I'm going over in here. The 6 is actually a 7. Also, in terms of things, I may need to reload something else somewhere else because it says it's 1. Though it should be a 2. Oops. So, I have just a reset on everything, just in case. There. Ah, fuck off there. That can't be because of that. That is something else entirely. Have it on the side. Thank you very much and poof. Also, there had been things at points. Also, geez, what the fucking he? Another something where I would be potentially saying why Yay has nothing to do in here or shouldn't be having anything in here. Also, this one I'm not even sure if this one is actually something. Because I'm not really sure on stuff. If it's going to remind me of something, then pretty much that. Also, it's not a 7. It's a 10 apparently, so I will fail. Okay, fuck off with the PPMs either way. And because of the graph, it is very much not a 7. They're failing already in here, but that's because of M speed, so... I'll be now going towards the squigglies. So the usual of that.
ご主人様、朝ですよ。早く起きないと遅刻してしまいますよ。まだ起きないの？まだ起きませんね。仕方ないな。起きなさいよ。起きてください。早く起きないと。お仕置きですよ。内首獄門繰り返してロンドンサンズの川へ泳いできてね愛情の裏返しそんなつもりじゃないけど一度死んできた方がいいわメイドに落ちろ
Yeah, fuck off at the end there. So whatever it has been set to because of the bullshit at the end, it might actually be an 8 because of all this. Also, the update is pretty much I just now notice what the hell, how much bullshit there is. Fuck off. Also, in terms of things, I mean, here, apparently Twitch is just fucking awful. Also, what's going... Oh, this one. They said I've adjusted stuff, but apparently those are just the images itself. So yeah, there's no slightly harder and more doable one because everything else is just out of reach. Set 3, but it's a 6. Also in terms of stuff. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, I would be saying it's a 6 because of that stuff in the beginning, in the middle, I mean. And I would be potentially saying the majority is pretty much not even the same as there. So what the hell happened here, or is it in here? The usual bullshit in here, seriously? Especially if polls are involved as well. Gee. I wonder people pretty much have those as pretty much LN versions. Because sometimes pretty much a non-one is pretty much the easier one, where there would be potentially saying, yeah, could be considered a 7, but not this. Actually, yeah, whatever. Also, what the fuck is going on in here? Gee, I mean, it's a both on both in here. Also, gee, what the hell is going on there? Not sure. Samba Master? What's there in here? Should I actually checked in terms of scratches? Yeah, fuck off with all this in here. That's way too hard. Seriously? It's pretty much a mountain in there. Jeez. Seriously, I said something with the difficulties in here. Also, the scratches are pretty much here. Why does it count as there? There's nothing that makes it there. Very much not sure. Have it in here. I won't be checking anything else. Also, there's quite the amount of stuff in here. Oh yeah, also in terms of something so that nobody pretty much says anything about stuff. I'm not even sure if there will be anything support with those. BMS on. I'm not sure if they are also pretty much being supported in here. Because I pretty much just erase any resemblance of them. Yeah, I said something in terms of what I'm going to do. That 7, geez, I really need to also go over in there because just to make sure that it's pretty much detailing that it's not a 7. Pretty much my range or max difficulty is 7, 8 depending, which is on a question mark though. So I'm going through all the difficulties that are within that range. With or even without SPS. For something that can be potentially like if it's set to 8 or 9, but it's actually a 7 or even lower or whatever, which had occurred at places. You have to check those as well depending on the node graph. There's also the reason why I have that as well. So yeah, I said something that I wanna introduce something to the node graph, which I have mentioned once before. Because currently it displays everything with a max node of 20. If anything gets above that threshold, it goes... what is it even? It's, almost wanted to say magenta, but actually that's not that. Well, maybe it actually is magenta. I will be having another set which will make it into a select 3. Either set max BPM to... Oh, if I'm actually going to do that, I won't be having enough space to pretty much detail stuff in there. They're either 20 or just the max. I can't really check there. I just have a weird taste in my mouth on the left side, pretty much. Okay, it's pretty much a double section of in here and then just a stream. Geez, for fuck's sake. The double section switched in various forms. Usually I do that myself as well for stuff, but over in here is it's pretty much a detriment. So yeah, also another something over in here, and why the fuck 8, which is a 9, and a 9, which is a 12, and a 60, which is a 25. I mean, I keep on saying it, people don't know how to, well, people don't know how to step chart, and people don't know how to rate their difficulties correctly. Okay, fuck off with the scratches in here, seriously? I fucking hate this bullshit. The one is actually a 9. Oh, every time in the first half of stuff over in here, if I'm just doing anything over to the side, which is pretty much a majority of stuff will just be bleh. And in terms of stuff, I see stuff, and there is a... I heard a double as well. Geez, everything is happening at once. So yeah. Ah, there it was. I almost wanted to say this is pretty much just take some already existing song, there we go, and pretty much have it a Toho remix. I mean, but I'm not really sure if it would be in here as well because of certain things. Not even sure if that will even be the case. At least in terms of things I'm going forward. So many things in here. That was instant cut off. Oh, and not cut off. Instant end. Also, in terms of stuff, I said something. I'm very much not sure on certain things, but stuff may be going on as soon as I'm out. Again, I would be potentially saying I hit a corner on that button. How the fuck can I pretty much multi-input on one button doing just one thing?
You know I'm Russian.
I did stuff the wrong way. ever something. I'm still not sure why stuff is pretty much being said as things. Either that or there actually was something and I always thought it was pretty much me doing that. Have it there, thank you very much. There we go. So the whoops, I am not even inside. I'm outside. So I have it here. And this one may be pretty much me failing. The usual, depending. A whole lot of stuff being loaded. It might already be desync or something. Also, fuck your Steam Deck. Again, it might be... yeah, because I think I heard something in the background, and that was pretty much barely at the end there. Also, in terms of stuff, there would have actually been something if it's pretty much... I'm not even sure if I can make that one just go at the end there, because it's pretty much going outside. Usually stuff is just not loading in the background, and I would be potentially saying that's the reason why it's saying on 1. Also, what the fuck is going on here? Everything is way too hard. Fuck off, whoever step charted this one, and I almost thought this was a double input. Yeah, fuck off already. It may be pretty much this the entire way, because it seems like it's pretty much just dead. Pretty much everything is just bullshit in here. What the fuck? It is only at the beginning, and after that one is pretty much fixed, and I'm getting near the end. Scarlet Nocturne, this might be another Toho one.
暗い箱庭の中で何も変わらない毎日
I said stuff that is already decent.
日常が
Was supposed to start a little bit earlier so that it's synced properly.
暖かな笑顔と声どこに不満があるのか問いかけてくる声に抗い巻き起こる感情を黄昏に迫る赤永遠に続いてゆく狂気に色づく月の光をただ眺めていた迫る足音照らす赤い月高鳴る胸を抑えながら待ち望んで夜が更けゆくこんなにも月が赤い夜だからさあ始めましょうこんなにも月が赤い夜だから赤い夜だから
Okay. For this one, there will be this, which is a 8, which is actually a 7. I'm not even sure because stuff is going on at the end.
暗い箱庭の中で何も変わらない毎日繰り返す日常がいつも通りただ過ぎてゆく温かな笑顔と声どこに不満があるのか問いかけてくる声に抗い巻き起こる感情を黄昏に迫る赤永遠に続いてゆく狂気に色づく月の光をただ眺めていた迫る足音照らす赤い月高鳴る胸を抑えながら待ち望んでた夜が更けゆくこんなにも月が赤い夜だからさあ始めましょうこんなにも月が赤い夜だから赤い夜だから
Seriously? Stop it with the sudden increase in stuff. There are places for that. Also, yeah, failed because, yeah, similar difficulties. Because the euro is... Why have them be differentiated, but those not? I don't fucking know. Vocal edit. Oh, what? Okay. Also, in terms of stuff in here, that is pretty much. I should be making sure that that one is not a 7. So this will be a bunch. Normal and then vocal edit. And then what the hell happened at that one difficulty level? The fuck is going on there? This, okay, in terms of stuff, it's vocal-less version. And that was actually the normal version then, because why hasn't the other one said it's instrumental? Sheesh. Okay. Also, in terms of something that I should be also pretty much checking of in here. I'm not even... Nah, I can't have it in here either way, so... Yeah, so I will be having to have that one as a background implementation of something. To make sure it is actually working, and it also depends if it does and whatnot, so... Yeah, fuck off. It's just the drums, so... yeah, that is not a 7, very much so. Even if stuff is supposedly easy... apparently that one is set easier, but pretty much there is more stuff here. Especially more stuff there. Also, geez, there are so many things. Yeah, pretty much because of vocalists and whatnot and whatnot and whatnot. Okay, in terms of things, I have one song left, but 2 difficulties to go through. First beginner and then the other one. What should we do? Also, in terms of drinking, I haven't done much so throughout the entire session correctly. well, that is that. And I will be pretty much hoping that everything... I mean, I have tested stuff already. That stuff should be fine, so... Yeah. Sheesh, 67 rounds. I think it's a bit more than last time, because there I actually had to skip a few. Depending? Not sure. Or either there were actually a few more for me to go through here instead of there. But we were actually saying yeah, so until next time I will be potentially attempting to pretty much fix that grade 0 bug. I have an idea on how to fix that, and in terms of everything else that will be added and or fixed in here will be just the usual, because I have a whole bunch of things still in the backlog. But I'm still getting that combo up. Also, for whatever reason, certain things are just not going through in here. Not really sure, but potentially I haven't actually gotten through any of those. Yeah, that's the thing that I forgot as well. Okay, whoops. One thing to add as well, because they are not the ones that I have in here. It's not beginner, that's for sure. Yeah, I need to actually fix that one as well for BMS and PMS. Because otherwise, yeah, song is pretty much just there. Because it's all just not a singular song, they are just separate ones. Oh, I also need to fix this one because that's wrong, majorly.